illegals living here? Get out, you're a bunch of illegals. You don't belong on American property. Get out. You're not American. Get off of my property. You're not American. Get off my property. Did you have something to do with 9/11, Jacko? Can you get out? You're not American. Get off my property. But if you can get away with it because I'm American, it's my property.
Okay, then give me your full name.
Go for it, bitch. Show me some illegal paperwork, because I know you didn't buy this house. You don't have enough money. Get off my property. Is Mike and Leslie your real estate agent? American citizen.
If Sarah's neighbor wakes me up early every morning making all type of noise.
Hi, good morning. I noticed that you didn't go to work. Usually you'll be out of the house.
What the hell, ma'am?
Are you going to work today? Because you would have already leave.
Yeah, I'm going to work today. What's it to you?
Are you running late or something?
Listen, get your cat off my lawn, please.
You're not going to work today? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you going to work, yes or no?
Is the reason why I don't leave the house. The reason is because I don't want to deal with the bullshit that's outside. I got enough that's already coming inside the goddamn house. I don't want to go outside to where it's more bullshit. So please, stop trying to bring me outside. I don't want to go.
I just had to call the cops for the first time in my entire life. I'm a little rattled. So last night, there was this lady just belligerent, screaming in the parking lot. Like she got into some sort of altercation with these two girls that I guess live in her building. Like they're like younger girls. She has to be like 50 something, okay? And she's screaming all this crazy racist stuff, just in general calling them every book in the name. It was terrible. And the cops get there and it's a whole thing. And basically she was screaming at the cops because they wouldn't arrest the girls and they're like, you're the belligerent one here. Anyway, I just heard her screaming in the parking lot again. And I look out, this time it's like a 14-year-old boy she's yelling at, chasing after. He's clearly trying to get away from her. He is screaming that she assaulted his father, all this stuff, okay? I took a short video of that, literally just to show my property manager. And then a little bit later, I hear her yelling out there again. This time, no one else is out there, and she's keying someone's car. And she's like, how about this? How about this? Yeah, I'm gonna do my name. She literally said that. She keyed the car with her own name. And I'm like, oh my God, I was gonna just leave a note and say, I have the video of the person who keyed your car with my phone number, but I was terrified that she would see it first and either take it off or use it to target me, and she would have my phone number at that point. So she keys the car, the back, the front, the sides, the other side, and then gets in her own car, peels out of the parking lot so fast, so dangerous, and she's definitely drunk. So the cops get here and they are very familiar with her. Apparently last night was not like the first time they've had an issue with her. Get ready for this plot twist. You're not even ready. It was her own car. The car is registered to her. So the working theory is the boyfriend that she beat up and that little kid ran away from, not little kid, he was like 14, but she went out, keyed the car that I guess she bought for him and gave herself thousands of dollars worth of damage on a car that she owns. And they're like, we can't press charges for keying her own car. Like she could do that if she wants, I guess, but they're like, we're gonna document it just because there's so many other things going on with her. But like, oh my
ass out of here. If you got license, you something.
I mean, I just want to fish, ma'am.
Oh no, hell, you can't fish. You don't know how to fish. You don't even wear the right kind of clothes. You got damn stupid shoes on anyway. Where'd you get them ugly breeches?
Oh, through the thing?
What the fuck?
you're doing. Yeah? You are artificial and disgusting. And you know what? Your kid is going to die. And I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna watch and smile as it happens. And watch. Yes.
It's currently 5 p.m. on a Saturday in April.
Yeah.
And this woman lives next to me in Riverview, Florida. And she's going on a rant. She just punched a hole through my fence.
This is made of artificial.
She's trying to put. Okay, so we're going inside right now.
Call the cops on you, you understand?
What?
You ride that motorcycle in that park one more time and I'm calling the police on you. Do you understand me? This is where kids play. This is not a track for motorcycles.
Kids are at school.
They're not. I just picked mine up. And this is not a place where you ride goddamn motorcycles. It's a park.
You don't got
do it again, I'm calling the cops. You understand? All right. Now I'm calling the cops.
I'm so scared.
How about I just kick your ass?
Then you'd get charged with assault of a minor.
You ride your motorcycle in this park again and you're gonna go to jail.
Says who?
That's me.
What if they don't catch me?
Get the fuck out of here now. You come back over here again and I'm calling the cops.
I live over here.
I don't give a fuck. You don't ride your goddamn motorcycle in the park. Go.
What year am I in? Thanks for like 50,000 views on TikTok.
Don't give a shit. You don't ride your motorcycle in a park where kids play. That is not a motorcycle park.
I know.
So why are you riding your motorcycle on the grass?
Because it's fun.
Yeah? Well, you're not supposed to.
Okay.
Do it again and I'm calling the cops.
I thought you were calling the cops already.
Get out of here, you little shit.
No. Are you calling the cops yet?
Do it right now.
Takes an awful lot of time to dial 3 numbers.
It's not an emergency.
I know. Because it's just a kid on a... Oh, and it's 49cc, and it's registered, so I can ride it without a license.
Not in a park, you can't.
If you asked nicely to not ride in there, I would have just left, but you started cussing me out immediately, so I didn't leave.
Because this is not the first time you've done it.
When was the other time?
You know exactly when the other times were.
I've never been in there.
Liar. I've seen you several times.
You're mental.
I'm not mental.
Then you haven't seen me in there, because I've never been in there.
Yeah, you have, and you have a little buddy that you ride with too, so...
Who? I've never been in there, dude.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of The Word is Ghetto. It's your girl Sandy, and today's video we're gonna be talking about, you know, those neighbors who just make your life a little more extra hectic, a little more just crazy. Those neighbors who just make you want to pull out your camera, or make you actually pull out your camera, and next minute you're going viral on TikTok. Those neighbors that actually give you a headache every day and just make you don't even want to go home. We're gonna be talking about that in this video because, y'all, it's craziness in this world. But ever since I started YouTube, I didn't know it was craziness, crazier than crazy, like literally. So anyway, y'all, I want y'all to continue liking the video, or commenting, sharing your thoughts in the comment section, because y'all, this video has a lot of topics, and I know y'all have a lot of opinions that y'all want to drop down in the comment section. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel, set your notification bell on so that y'all can be able to get first dibs every time Sandy drops y'all another amazing video. So y'all make sure y'all do that for me, for real, because y'all have been going crazy in the previous videos. Like I said in my other videos, y'all have been going up, y'all have been sharing, but like a good percentage of y'all, I've been looking at the records, y'all. So I'll be looking at my analytics. A bunch of y'all haven't subscribed, a bunch of y'all have not yet been liking the videos. So y'all make sure y'all watch these videos and go back to the other ones, because yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, the other videos have been going up, y'all have been going crazy, y'all have been engaging. So that's what we like to see. That's what we need. These topics, we need to create awareness, we need to help each other in the comment section, because you just never know out of your comment what you could be, who you could be helping, who you could be saving out of a situation, you know, and who you could just be giving that thought in the head that like, oh my god, let me just think about this move before I make it. Let me do my research a little deeper before I actually close on this house, on this apartment, this and that. So yes, each one teach one. So that's all this channel is about. We're gonna be having this topic so that we can talk about them, each one teach one, and let's grow. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, y'all make sure, don't forget to like the video, okay, because this one's about to be good. So there's no way y'all just not gonna like it. So like it, don't be a hater, y'all. Just go ahead and like it, because I know I have some amazing people on my page and I want us to go all up, okay? So y'all, let's get right into this crazy ass video.
Our neighbors have been harassing my family for the past 3 years, and as of last Friday, we officially filed a lawsuit against them. If you follow my page or know me personally, you'll know this is well overdue. I came to TikTok on Mother's Day of this year to seek advice and was blown away by the love, the support, the suggestions, and other similar stories to mine. Then my neighbors came across my page and had filed a lawsuit against us for defamation of character and harassment. We feel that we're being watched in our own home and now on our social media pages as well. Here is how our lawsuit reads and what we filed a lawsuit against them for. Of course, continued harassment, calling the sheriff's office even after we have never been cited or found to have a violation. They've reported us to the sheriff's office for false and unfound claims on baseless accusations of violations, laws, or statutes, and have been told the same by the sheriff's office. This constitutes continued intentional infliction of emotional distress and or negligent infliction of emotional distress. And it is done under the intent to stifle the emotional state and or peaceful possession of the property of small children and their parents. They performed in a negligent manner for similar purpose. The defendants continue to engage in and campaign against us by reporting us to the HOA, code enforcement, and other agencies false and baseless claims. The continued reporting has become public instances and constitutes intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligent inflictions of emotional distress, defamation, invasion of privacy, and harassment. They've engaged in communication, discussions in interested groups for the purpose of defaming our character and harm our reputation within our community, our jobs, and our careers. They've taken pictures and videos of our minor children and retained these pictures and produced some to third parties. The defendants have maintained security cameras attached with floodlights directed at our property, including the fronts and sides of our home. And again, filming the members of my family, which constitutes a continued nuisance, intentional inflictions of emotional distress and or negligent inflictions of emotional distress and invasion of privacy. Our lawsuit reads also that we're seeking damages for this emotional distress, for embarrassment, mental anguish, harassment. All of these things are listed in there and what we're seeking damages for, as well as the cost of our attorney fees. We are tired. We are just a young family wanting our kids to enjoy the river and be little boys. And it is their right to do so. It's our right to do so. They don't own the water. We don't.
My neighbor next door, who hates me, took a photo of my bras today. We live in a townhouse and we have a 10 by 12 little deck in the back. The deck has a railing and lattice work for privacy. She walked into our yard, took photos of some bras that I had hanging up to dry on our back deck.
Love.
Why, you might ask? Because apparently clotheslines are not allowed in my town. This woman hates me so much that she's willing to trespass to take a photo of my underwear.
Come on out, bitch.
I have tried to make this video like 4 times. Anyway, the point of this is to say that we just moved into our new house and my next door neighbor already left me a note. Let me just show you. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Right here. Just moved in a week ago. Long story short, we parked in front of their home for a valid reason, temporarily less than 24 hours on a public street. Okay? We weren't blocking any driveways. We weren't blocking any fire hydrants. They say, you are parked in front of our underlined and capitalized property. Will be towed next time. I don't like threats. I also care about my safety though, and I don't know this person. They're a stranger to me. For all I know, they have got guns and they could cut my brakes to my car. So I didn't want to do anything too drastic, although my first thought was I'm going to keep parking in front of this person's house to prove a point that they can't tow me for temporary parking. But no, I'm more mature than that. I'm not going to stoop to their level. So in my little note that I'm going to write them and leave on their car, I said, dear neighbor, our car was parked in front of your property for less than 24 hours. Your driveway was not blocked. There are no laws that prohibit temporary parking on a public street. So no, you can't tow us next time. I hope threats aren't your usual response when you don't immediately get what you want. Treat people with patience and kindness. Thanks for the warm welcome. Sincerely, your new neighbors. Like, why do you have to be a Karen? We just moved in. We obviously have got people and trucks and things coming and going to set up utilities and stuff. And instead of writing a note that says, hey, please don't park here, you resort to threatening us. And there's literally no reason for you to say that we can't park there in the first place, because there's no rule saying that we can't park there temporarily. I mean, I get it. There's a car that's like abandoned in front of your house, but I literally had my car there for less than 24 hours, and you're gonna threaten to tow my car? It's so annoying.
Can I help you? I want to talk to you. This is Elba. I want to show you something. I'm sorry, I can't come to the door right now. Get out your neighborhood bylaws. It's section 5.20. No signs shall be in the yard. If you don't take this Harris Biden down, I will sue you. I'm right here. And I was going to have you sell my house, but that's not going to happen now, and you're going to lose a lot of business because of this crap. You get out your neighborhood association bylaws, section 5.20. I'll talk to Corey.
What the fuck? Damn! Get your kids down! The fuck?
Okay, you know what? No. Okay. Do you want to see? I am the best upstairs neighbor. Like, I do my best to walk as quietly. This is how I walk around my apartment. I go toe first, then heel. I tiptoe around my apartment so that my neighbor below me does not have to hear me, banging around, because I know what that feels like, okay? I try to be as quiet as possible when I'm walking. Do you know how they repay me? They have been blaring music for the past 2 hours. So you know what? I'm gonna make them hate their freaking life.
Little boy, you better get your from off my porch beating on my door like this. I will call the police. You need to leave. Don't you ever beat on my goddamn door like that. Go. Okay.
What's been going on with my neighbor's drama, because I can't believe what I just saw. The way that my apartment is set up, I'm on a higher floor, so I have a good view of, people walking past, and also a view of the townhomes. And they build them in blocks of 4, so it's 4 townhomes connected, and then it skips over and it's a set of more townhomes. The lady that's on the first block of the townhome, she comes out with her golden doodle. And I've seen this golden doodle ever since they pretty much built him. I think she probably moved in right when they built him. She comes out, and each townhome has a nice chunk of land in the front yard and in the backyard. They're really nice. So she comes out, and then she walks the dog down the sidewalk. Now, she has multiple neighbors, but she skips over her next door neighbor, and then it's a third neighbor. And then that's where her dog just lets it loose right in their yard, right there. And then they just keep walking, and then when they come back, I don't know what's going on with the dog's stomach, he does it again in the yard. Just does his business, and they just keep it going. Now, I've seen it happen multiple times, like when I'm on walks, when I'm driving, like, I've seen it, and in my mind, I'm like, why do people do that? If you have a dog, clean up after your damn dog. And then you have a yard of your own. Why would you let your dog walk past your green grass and go down to somebody else's grass and take care of his business and don't even attempt to pick it up? I've never seen this lady ever pick up after this dog, and I've been seeing her do this for a long time, right? As I'm walking up to my front office to check my mail, I have to walk past, you know, all these townhomes. And as I'm walking past the townhome of the lady whose yard's getting the crap put in, she comes out nice as she can be. Nice lady, sweet. Excuse me, sir, would you happen to know who owns the big brown golden doodle that walks past here? I immediately point down at the end. I'm like, it's your neighbor, not your next door neighbor, but your neighbor over one. She's like, oh, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Sure. I keep going, and now when I get up to the front office, I'm talking with the leasing girls for about 15-20 minutes. So by the time that I come back, I could not believe what I was seeing, babe. That same little sweet lady had on gloves, a large bag of dog crap. And if I were to guess, I feel like she's been collecting this dog crap in her yard from that lady's dog that's been down there. She's just been trying to figure out whose dog it is. Babe, she was down there with big piles of it and just chucking it in the lady's yard, at her door, at her windows, and it was splatting like grenade, just splatting all over this lady's house, on her door. Babe, the lady had a Tesla, and it was parked in the front of the yard. Babe, she started smearing the dog crap all on the Tesla, turning the whole side of the Tesla brown, smearing it on the Tesla. And when it was all said and done, smeared it on the lady's sidewalk where she walks, smeared it on there. And when it was all said and done, the bag that the dog crap was in, she flips it inside out. And guess what she does with it? Shoves it in the lady's mailbox. Shoves it in the lady's mailbox. I'm sitting there as I'm walking past like, oh my God. And this lady, baby, I'm telling you, calm, collected. She didn't look mad. She was just doing her thing like it was normal. I could not believe it. I'm just sitting there walking past like,
I'll make that ass clap for some flaming hot ruffles. So I have this bitch ass loud neighbor that lives directly above me. So last year when I moved in and I noticed how loud and disruptive she was, I decided to take my happy ass up there and ask her politely to keep the noise down, because I'm that bitch and I'm not afraid of confrontation. Y'all may think I'm all sweet because I have this little southern accent, but I will light your ass up in a hot Kentucky second. So I go up there and knock on her door. Of course, she doesn't answer, even though I know she's home because 2 minutes prior, I had just heard her up there, and I live right next to the elevator. Nobody got off the elevator, so I know the bitch was home. So I'm like, okay. I get that women are afraid to open their doors. Okay. So I march my ass downstairs, write a note, put it in her door. The note was very pleasant. I just basically said, hey, I'm your neighbor. I live right below you. I've been hearing you a lot lately. Could you please just keep the noise level down? Like something like that. Never heard from her. The noise continued. Long story short, called my leasing office, complained a bunch throughout the year. They sent her notices. Nothing happened. I went to the corporate leasing place, the place that owns where I live. They said they were going to do a bunch of stuff. Never happened. They said they could not renew her lease, but they did end up up renewing her lease. The leasing office also told me to contact our security patrol just so that they would have it on record that they went to our door and tried to tell her to keep the noise down, but she never answered the door for anyone. And I'm not saying that I should never be able to hear any noise. I live in an apartment. Of course I'm gonna fucking hear noise. But bitch, it sounds like an elephant is stomping above me and rolling bowling balls at the same damn time. I knocked on her door several more times, still never answered. So I decided to write her a little bit more of an aggressive note. Then she decided to finally be brave enough and come talk to me. She basically said that she'll try to be more quiet, but she can't tiptoe. Bitch, I didn't ask you to tiptoe. I'm simply asking you to tone it down. So she did, for a while, and now we're back to square one. So what can I do besides move out?
I'll just wait till I fucking see your ass out on this goddamn street.
So you're gonna fight me. You're threatening me right now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Not from jail, girl. Not from jail.
I don't have to threaten you with any fucking weapons.
You need to get off my property. You need to leave the property.
Leave it until you give me my cat.
Well, if it was registered, that might make sense. You need to leave.
Imagine spending $800,000 on a house here in California, and this is what your Saturday is like. I can hear this from 1,000 feet away. They're having a party in their front yard. Hey, if you want to do anything, you want to listen to music, want to play video games, you want to record videos and make...
So what's the deal? Why these guys on my lot? You want to be a tough neighbor, and I'm going to be tough back. I want them off my lot, and you're not putting anything there. Tough.
The fencing is being replaced at your husband.
You know what? You know what? You created nothing but crap with all your picture taken. We're cutting down trees, which actually ultimately helped you. All right? We took back your property for you because it was creating so many leaves and everything. What are you taking pictures? I'll call the cops. My husband told me to call the cops. You want me to do that?
Yes, and I will show him where the property line is.
You don't have no idea where the property line is.
Well, you don't know what you're speaking about.
You don't either, because you weren't here when it was put in. You weren't here when it was put in, okay? Or you weren't old enough to know. Don't even go there.
You don't know what you're saying.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You can't be a shitty neighbor and take pictures and make my life difficult when I want to cut down trees and then do this. You're so full of crap. God, you've got me so mad right now.
Well,
that's what you get for being a shitty neighbor. That's what you get. You get what you give.
This is what your husband...
You get what you get. You know that? I wouldn't have said boo to you, but you want to be a shitty neighbor and sit out here and take pictures and video while we're sitting there trying to cut down trees, and all you can do is sit there playing. Your own neighbor's been assigned, get out. Does that give you a hint when they spray paint on your side of the fence?
That is on my property. That is 100% on my property. If you don't know where your property line is, go get a fucking survey. Do not put shit on my lawn anymore.
There is a 4-inch variance.
This is on my property.
There's a 4-inch.
You don't know where your property is, so you go get a survey, and then you can put shit up.
You know, there's been 4 people that owned it before you, and I've never had a problem with them. In fact, they helped me put this down 25 years ago.
I don't care.
Hello? Hello? Excuse me?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, just threw the rubbish.
Why?
Because it's rubbish and goes in the bin.
Okay, but like, that's my bin. Yeah, but that's my bin.
No, it's your bin, but, you know, mine is full, so...
Okay, but like, why is your rubbish in my bin?
Yeah, I just told you. Basically, my bin is full, so I just threw it into yours.
But why?
Yours is empty, so...
Okay, but like, why did you put it in my bin, though?
Because yours is empty. Mine is full.
Okay, why is your bin full?
Why is my bin full? Because it's full of rubbish.
Okay, so then... Okay, but then how is it my problem?
It's not your problem, but it's not even mine. Your bin is almost empty, so I just threw my rubbish into your bin because mine is full.
Yeah, okay, but like, what? Yeah, okay, but your bin is full, but my bin is now nearly not full now. No, my bin is now less full, empty, because you've put your rubbish inside my bin.
And?
But you can't do that.
Why?
Because it's my bin.
So where should I put the rubbish?
Well, I don't. Well, no. I didn't say put it on the street.
Exactly. So since my bin is full, I put it into yours.
But who said you could do that? But who said you could do that?
Who said I couldn't?
We're just going around circles here now, yeah? What I'm trying to understand is why is your bin in my rubbish? I mean, why is your rubbish inside my bin?
That's it.
What?
My rubbish is there. Don't do you any, like, it's
Explain
fine.
that again. Say that again.
My bin is full, yours is not. So I put my rubbish in your bin. Where's the issue? There's no issue. Right?
The issue is okay, yeah? Usually my bin becomes full. Usually it does, yeah? Usually my bin becomes full. But now, it's less likely to be full now with my stuff because your bin is now inside it.
It doesn't matter.
But it does matter because that's my bin. That's my bin.
Where I put my rubbish then?
I don't know. That's not my fault. That's not my problem. That's not my issue.
If my bin is too small, it's just not enough. It's not enough. So I put it here.
But how is it my fault that your bin is small?
It's not your fault. You don't have to do anything. I just dropped it there. Fine. Let me go now.
Yeah, I'm just confused.
Plans to cover and to see what they do next. We purchased this house back in October of 2021. It all started because of a cat issue. Apparently they were losing cats. They said that we have been inside their property. Then the next thing that they did, put cameras, about 4 or 5 of them. There's a camera right here. This stick right here, it's a huge camera. There's another one right here. You also get free light. That's a light that they turn on. It's a little bit wet right here. Well, apparently they also let their water run. We actually had to do this little pathway for the water to go. I don't know if you can see the water. And it goes all the way down there. I have these lovely neighbors that devote their time choosing songs. My kids constantly have to be hearing this and this is every single day. So the plans to cover and to see what they do next. So they did raise it, but my husband did also raise the laminated sheet. Just to clarify, I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm actually tired of law enforcement.
Good morning, TikTok. I'm still working on the long edit for the video, but here's a few pieces of what happened. This one's really disturbing. I'm on my riding lawnmower. Just got done putting the fence up. And here comes Phil. Get the mower started as fast as I can. And I'm like full speed, trying to get out of his way, pulling my wagon. Phil comes back for some more camera bashing. These neighbors are just psychotic. That's the best way to describe them. They're just psychotic. Check back later.
Get off my porch, I'm gonna call the cops again.
This girl is very unstable, and I believe that she is verbally abusing and possibly even physically abusing her boyfriend. I have the worst neighbors. A couple moved into the apartment below us, and at first they were very nice, but after a couple weeks they started to argue very badly. We thought about complaining about this to management, but we realized that we also had a newborn baby that definitely made noise throughout the day, so we tried to be mindful of that and decided it wasn't our place. I started my new job, and I work from home, so all of my training was done online. During one of my training meetings, the couple begins arguing so loudly that my trainer can hear what's going on and ask me if everything is okay. I was mortified that she could even hear what was happening, so I told her to just give me a couple minutes and I would be right back. So I go downstairs, I knock on the door, and nobody answers. I have to get back to my meeting, so I just shout at the door, "Hey, I can hear every word you guys are saying, I need you to quiet down." But as soon as I got upstairs and put my headset on, they started screaming again. Now the girl is slamming doors so hard in her apartment that our floor is shaking. My daughter wakes up, who was asleep on the floor, and is now scared because of the noise. Now I'm mad. So I go downstairs, I knock on their door again. The boyfriend answers the door, and mind you, he's like 5 foot, 100 pounds soaking wet. He's a very small guy. And he looks so miserable and so tired. I immediately start to feel bad for him and think that this might be a domestic violence case. I ask if he's okay and he says that he's fine. He apologizes for the noise. I tell him that if it continues, I'm going to be calling the police. With that being said, I go upstairs and I go back to my apartment. I'm not even in there for a couple minutes and she's slamming doors again. So I go out to my porch and I call the cops, asking for a wellness check. As soon as I get off the phone with the cops, the girl comes out of her apartment and slams her front door behind her. I can see her from my balcony. So I ask her, "What the f is wrong with you? Why do you keep slamming your doors?" I guess she didn't like what I had to say because she starts coming up the stairwell and trying to come after me. I shout to her that the cops are on their way, and if she even tries to lay her f***ing hands on me, that I will be filing a report against her. For a solid 15 minutes until the cops came, she was hiding in the stairwell waiting for me to come out of my apartment. The cops finally come. They do their wellness check. The police leave after their wellness check, and I assume that this has to be the end of it. Evidently, I was wrong because she is still slamming her doors. Our Ring camera goes off and I hear a knock on our door. When I check the camera, I see that it's her standing on our balcony.
You need to get off my porch or I'm gonna call the cops again.
She tries to give me some half-assed apology. I tell her that I think it's best if she just left us alone and stopped being so fucking loud. By March of 2021, it was time to renew our lease. We wanted more space, so they offered us a 2-bedroom apartment that was at the front of the complex, far away from this couple. We decided to take it, and before we knew it, it was moving day. My fiance told me that when him and his friends were moving furniture around in the old apartment to get it into the U-Haul, the girl was slamming the doors the entire time. Not only that, but when he moved the U-Haul to the front of our apartment, she followed it to see where we moved in. She drove past the new apartment several times that day. Over the next couple weeks, we decided to take walks around the neighborhood after work. The girl would purposely take the long way around the complex to pass us. She would roll her windows down and drive very slow by us and stare at us. When I get inside, I call management and ask what I should do. They recommend that I should call the police and file a report. So I do, and they file it as a complaint, and they say it can't be filed as harassment. I get on the phone with management again to share the case number, and she drives by my house again. Management has done nothing about this, and they still live here. The girl drove by my apartment 2 weeks ago. She was leaving the neighborhood and took the long way around to pass by us. I called the apartment office right away, but they didn't answer. Then I called the non-emergency line for the police department. I explained that this was an ongoing occurrence and that I want to file a harassment claim. They added it to my existing report and said a police officer would be reaching out to me by the end of the day. A couple hours later, I received a phone call from an officer as promised. He actually lives in this neighborhood, so he knows the layout, thank God. Because of this, he understands that the route that she is taking is clearly to stalk us. He made it very clear to her that what she's doing is stalking and classifies as harassment. The county police agree that there is now enough evidence to indicate standard of fear and pattern of behavior. This will help with the odds of approval for restraining orders. It would also help with dissolving our lease agreement if that is what we choose to do. This entire experience violated the promise of a peaceful environment. It made it impossible for us to enjoy other amenities of the apartment, such as the common areas, walking pads, the park, the tennis court. There's all kinds of things that we could be doing with our daughter outside that we honestly are afraid to because we don't know what she is capable of. This girl is very unstable.
Excuse me?
I'm telling you, if you end up on my property, if you end up on my property, I will defend it.
Yes. You're on my property, buddy. No, he's not.
I'm not.
No, he's not.
You haven't even proven to me that that's the situation yet.
I don't have to prove it.
Yes, you do.
You have a survey. You have a survey, buddy.
So show me your survey.
My survey is out of date. Oh, okay. Well, then it doesn't. You can't do that. You have to get a new survey.
It's just as much mine as it is yours.
You have to get a new survey. You have a survey. No.
It doesn't matter if I have a survey. No. You don't have
You
one.
need one to move the fence. I do not.
Yes, you
do. It's on my property. No. Yes. No.
You can't prove that if you have an out-of-date survey.
Really, lady?
And also on top of it, this is going to be another court issue.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because it's been here for how long?
Yeah, she doesn't understand that. She doesn't understand that.
Prove that.
It's been modified in the past.
Prove that.
2 years. I will. No, you need to prove it now.
Prove it before you move the fence.
You can't just move a fence without asking anyone. You can't do that.
Do you remember I tried to talk to you? Can I talk to you? Could you just listen to what I say? And no, you just keep calling me.
We don't owe you that.
I don't owe you
leave us the fuck
anything.
alone.
You haven't left us alone since we moved here. How many times have you freaking called animal control?
On the road.
How many times have you called animal control?
Again, none of your business.
I could have called you and said,
Just mind your business.
Do you know how many times I'd get a phone call?
We obviously do.
Don't care about
because
your
we've been cleared
Out
every
on the
time
road.
you've called.
Out on the road. Out
Lady,
on the road with your
They have
gates
never
wide
been
so
on
you
the
call?
road.
Excuse me? What?
Your gates were wide open. You
So
weren't going, and
your gates are always wide open.
They are not.
Yes, they are. Yes, they
You may have
are.
these ones blocked, but your gate on your road is open.
There's some legit drama in our neighborhood. There's a house that's like kitty corner behind my neighbor's house back here. We call it the Hillbilly house. Anyway, the Hillbillies moved out like 2 months ago. Yesterday I saw moving trucks there. I also heard people yelling, like screaming. I heard dogs fighting. And I was like, ooh, what's going on over there? I talked to my neighbor yesterday late afternoon and asked her if she heard it. She's like, no, but text me if you hear it again. I want to hear it. A little bit later, my husband comes home and he says, there's 3 cop cars at the Hillbilly house. And I'm like, what? What's going on? So I text my neighbor and tell her, and she's like, oh my God, what's going on? We don't know. She texts me back like, I don't know, an hour later. Now it's dark. She says there's flashlights like all over our backyards. They're clearly looking for something. We go to bed because we have no idea what's going on. I wake up this morning and see our community Facebook page. So there's a missing dog. It's a missing Yorkie, and it's like super cute, and it's somebody posting saying, hey, it's our first night in this new house and our dog got away. Help us find it. The whole neighborhood's like replying. There's like 70 posts on here. What I failed to mention is that the next door neighbor to her on this busy street over here, we call her the drunk dog lady. Well, the drunk dog lady is reposts the lost dog, and she's helping find the dog. I'm reading through the comments, and like the third comment is bad. Basically, she reposted that knowing that her dogs drug that little Yorkie underneath her fence and killed it. But she's still helping trying to find the dog. First of all, poor Yorkie. Secondly, the drunk dog lady, we've never liked her dogs. It's like triple fenced over there because we're always so nervous about her dogs getting out. And we're all dog people. Anyway, the whole neighborhood is posting about how nobody likes these dogs, that drunk dog lady's dogs, and that the cops have been called on her multiple times and somebody needs to do something. Well, then they find the little Yorkie in her backyard. She doesn't say a word. She packs up her 4 dogs and disappears. She gets in her car and leaves. Meanwhile, this new family is picking up their dead dog and bringing it home. How freaking tragic. And then I read further in the post, and the new neighbor is now threatening to take care of drunk dog lady's dogs herself if somebody else doesn't. I'm like, oh man.
Damn neighbor has been stealing my electric.
Got a plug going all the way to his house. That's a dude house.
What?
Come on, look at this shit.
What? What are you talking about?
You opening up a used car lot over here or something? Fucking Tesla's, you got shit everywhere.
Was it's? I mean,
yeah, we just have a lot of people that live here.
Wait, what's going on?
No, man, there's no way this many amount of people can live here on a full time.
I mean, we all work here.
He has like 3 cars. Yeah, you're telling me you live here versus work here. Which one is it?
Both.
Well, fuck, when are you gonna clean up your goddamn swamp out here?
What do you mean swamp?
What do you mean swamp, man?
Guys, are these your cars down here?
Yeah, on the side of the road?
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, dude, you don't have to come so hostile. Like, if you could easily come to the door and just tell us to politely move our cars, and it's also on our property. So
yeah,
why does it concern you?
It's not like this is the first time.
First time for what though? Like we
yeah,
live here.
it doesn't matter if it's the first or fifth time. It's our property though. Like, we can park our cars on our own property.
It's a distraction.
What do you?
What, dudes? Kids.
What do you?
I live down the street.
Kids. I mean, I'm 22. All right.
You're 22.
Yeah.
You're 22, and you're rocking like 4 Teslas, a Beamer, and a monster truck over here.
Yeah, it's a Tesla dealership, dude.
Guys, I busted my ass to live in this neighborhood my whole fucking life. I live down here. I can't even back out of my driveway. You're saying that you're parking on the lawn? You just told me those are your cars.
We have.
No, hang on. You just said those are your cars down there.
Yeah.
So how the are you telling me you're parking on your lawn and you're keeping shit on your own property when you're not?
I mean, that's public.
Yeah, that's
like, that's not your property.
It's a boulevard. That's right.
I mean, dude, if you want to get
boulevard.
Yeah, but if you want to get the city to come and tell us to move the cars, then we'll move them. But like,
can you be respectful and at least that 4 or 5 o'clock hour park your shit on your place?
I mean, dude, which house do you live in? Which house?
Dude, I'm down the street.
Okay,
all I'm saying.
So how do those cars right there on the side of the road affect you getting in your driveway?
Look at your
look, those aren't our cars over there. See those? See the white van? That's not ours. What about those cars? You gonna tell those guys to move too?
Yeah, they leave. At the end of the day, you don't. You're telling me that these are your cars at 5 p.m. You guys don't move your cars to your property like you said. You don't.
I mean, dude, why can't you just like mind your own business?
Yeah.
Like,
you're parking in front of my place. You're making a distraction on the street, guys. I'm cool. You want to park on your lawn? You want to drive up here and wreck your shit? I don't care.
Wait, but you just said that you cared 2 seconds ago.
But you're also telling me that you.
It's a public road. Who cares?
It's a boulevard. Look at the bylaws for the area, man. You can't park overnight.
Yo, this is the second time this week. We already told you last time. We can't do anything about it. We got a few people that come to this house to work in and out of it. We're just trying to do our thing, make our videos, not bother anyone. We've tried to be as respectful as possible. We told you and all the other guys that have been coming up here complaining. I mean, everyone's complaining.
It's okay. Like, we can park here. The cops have come here like a bunch of times so far, and no.
Yeah, the police have already come here and they've told us like.
Kids, eh? You're just unrespectful. It's all that generational shit with you guys. Are you filming me?
I mean, dude, you're on our property. We can film you.
Yeah. So help me out here, guys. Help me out. All right.
All right. We want to help. Okay. We're willing to listen. All right.
All right. Can we work together?
Okay. Yeah. How do you want to do that?
All right.
Because like we have too many cars. Where are we gonna park them?
Fair.
Those cars on the street there, they don't interfere with you in any way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that. Like,
not
I'm
all
sorry.
the time it's our cars, dude. Like,
all right, guys.
Other people.
Let's
come here.
We'll work together. You're telling me that sometimes you got to park down there. You're a YouTube house, whatever the hell that means, right? That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm down the street, family, kids. Here's what I want to do. Let's just be fair. 5 p.m. If you have any of your cars that are down this way after 5 p.m., just move them.
Yeah, but you're complaining that we have our cars parked on. See, we don't have enough space, and we got one of our cars right here, and you're complaining that we got cars on our own property. So where would we park them?
Okay. You're saying that some aren't yours, and I get it.
I just don't get how you wake up every morning.
This one right here is for all the working class people who live in an apartment complex. I'm saying this because I live in one. I'm gonna say something because a lot of y'all probably feel this way, but y'all just don't say it. So I got you on this one. I got you. Ratchet people, ghetto people, us good black folks. When I say good black folks, I mean working class. We tired of y'all motherfucking ass. I'm serious. We sick of y'all ghetto, ratchet, nasty asses. Man, listen, I pay $1,600 a month just for my rent alone. That ain't even include nothing else. I'm so sick of you nasty motherfuckers throwing food on the ground. All type of shit. Baby diapers. Just leaving your trash everywhere. Cars with motor oil stains, killing the apartment grass. Outside, laughing all loud, yelling, fighting, fussing, cussing, shooting and shit. It's sad when we gotta be blended in with you ignorant motherfuckers cause y'all wanna be hood and think that y'all keeping it real. Public service announcement. Motherfucker, you ain't keeping it real just because you want to be filthy and nasty by throwing trash and shit all over the fucking ground. We don't want to live around y'all nasty asses. I'm sick of you. I'm tired of you funky asses. And that's real. Don't nobody want to pay high-ass apartment rent and be living around they ratchet-ass neighbors. I come outside, you so motherfucking ratchet, you sitting on the goddamn breezeway step smoking a blunt, and then you ain't even got the decency to goddamn it take the tobacco goods and throw them in a bag and throw that shit away. You throw your weed wrapper paper all on the ground, you throw your goddamn guts on the ground. Man, I'm just sick of you motherfuckers. Y'all got these bulldogs and pit bulls and bullies and shit. You don't even act like these other nations of people, white folks and Indians who goddamn it keep a little plastic bag and pick they dog shit up behind them. You just let your dog shit on the ground and keep walking like it ain't nothing. Man, listen. Once again, ratchet folk, ghetto folk, we sick of y'all motherfucking ass. For real. And that's a public service announcement.
This is my next door neighbor hitting my car to push it out of the way. Good job.
This is my husband's shoes. He got Jordans delivered. We usually get stuff delivered to my mother-in-law's house, but he forgot somehow. And did y'all see them just kick it right over and into their door? On today's episode of Shitty Neighbors. I've lived here for a decade and I've never once had an issue with them not picking up my trash until today. So I call them to figure out why. And they tell me it's because people down there parking on the street when they're not supposed to is preventing the garbage truck from being able to get around that turn right there. And that they're going to no longer be able to pick up my trash for as long as people are parking on the street down there. So I get off the phone with them and I come out here. And just as I hit right here in my driveway, the gentleman comes out of his apartment and I holler down there and I say, hey, they're refusing to pick up my trash because you're parked on the street and they can't maneuver the garbage truck around that corner. Is there any way on Monday nights you could maybe park in the parking lot in the back where you have a parking space instead of right there? That way they can pick up my trash. I only asked for them to do this on Monday nights. Now, as he's telling me no, his dog is running at me full speed, leaves his property, comes into my property, and proceeds to jump all over me and leave scratches all over my body. But what does he tell me? No, that's where I park my cars. You're gonna have to figure something else out. That's your problem. Okay.
How would you respond to this? If you woke up, opened your front door, you was getting ready to go to work, and you saw this note on your door, how would you respond to this? It says, dear neighbor, could you please be considerate of the single mother who has a baby to carry upstairs and grocery bags? Could you please leave the front parking spot open so it's not difficult to find parking and carry a baby with bags across the parking lot? Sincerely, single mom with kids. So I would have folded that letter, you know what I'm saying, and got me a little Sharpie, and I would have wrote, dear neighbor, could you please shove this where the sun don't shine? Nah, for real though, because like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, mamas, your bad decisions are not my burden. Because you know what talking to me like that sounds like to me? It sounds like sucks to be you. That's all I heard. All I heard is sucks to be you. Boo-hoo. I can't help it.
Say it again?
We have young children trying to sleep.
Okay.
I'm like really little.
We have a noise ordinance until 11 p.m. We're celebrating a birthday party. It's Friday, sweetheart. It's my mother-in-law's birthday. Enjoy the free show. Thank you. Don't come back over here.
It's loud. Oh my god.
Hello?
Hi, hello.
Hi, you okay?
No, I am. I'm from next door. I just had a quick question. You know your Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just wondering. Have you changed the password?
I mean, recently I have. Why?
Just 'cause I'm really struggling at the minute, and I've been borrowing your Wi-Fi. You know, 'cause we're neighbours. I've been borrowing your Wi-Fi, and now you've changed it.
Wait, sorry. My Wi-Fi had a password before I changed it. How did you know that password?
It was password. It was quite easy. But I was just wondering, you know, because we're neighbours, would you be all right to give me the new one?
I mean, that's a bit weird. Why don't you have your own Wi-Fi?
I've just lost my job, and I'm really struggling at the minute, and something had to go, and it was the Wi-Fi, and I can't work without it.
Right, but if you've just lost your job, then why do you need the Wi-Fi to work?
Well, I've got 2 jobs.
I don't really feel comfortable with
all these leaves in my yard when I have no tree. More. It's because I have caught my neighbor on camera blowing her tree's leaves into my yard. So I'm gonna blow them back. She blows them through the fence into the backyard also.
I'd definitely rather do this than clean it up.
No, I'm gonna kill you all. I'm not fucking playing with y'all, bitches.
Hello.
Hi, I'm the person that owns the house next door. I'm leaving my number, and we need to talk.
What do we need to talk about?
That was my fence, and I need to talk with you. I'm very upset. You knew it was my fence.
Wait, why are you upset?
That was my fence. You took my fence down.
That was my. That's my fence. I'm putting a new fence up tomorrow. It's my fence.
Oh dear, we've already had a surveyor out here that told you that, so you're lying.
You can tell me all you want. That's my fence. I don't understand what you're talking about.
That was my fence.
No, ma'am, it was not my fence. It's my fence. I promise you, it's already down.
I'm going to contact an attorney. You already knew it was my fence.
It was not your fence.
Every single day, taking his sweet time to get the cans. This is so ridiculous. So sick of it. Excuse me? It's about time. Like, what took you so long to come and get your trash cans? Do you know how, like, rude it is to leave them out here?
Who in the hell are you?
I live about 2 houses down, and I go by here every single day, and you take your sweet time putting your cans in, and it looks trashy. You're literally the only person on the neighborhood who waits this long.
Lady. You've lost your damn mind.
Well,
first of all, we don't have they picked them up like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, and they should be gone by 9:10. It's 9:27. I'm reporting you.
This has gotta be a joke. You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm reporting you to Becky. I am so tired of this. This happens every. She leads the Key Club.
What is that?
The Key Club. They are who set the rules around here. You know who Becky is. Stop acting dumb.
This is not an HOA. You guys have lost your mind. My cans were emptied 20 minutes ago, and now I'm putting them up. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, they should have been gone by 9:10. I'm talking to Becky.
You must be a communist. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's absolutely absurd. You'll be getting a citation from Becky.
Yeah.
Don't ascend on me, sir. Don't ascend on me, sir.
You are watching what cops say is a terrible crime committed by a brilliant chemist. First, he's seen filling a syringe with some sort of substance. Then he places the syringe under an apartment door.
So anyone who lives in the same small town as me probably knows who this is behind me. Unfortunately, that's my neighbor. So I bought my house about 2 years ago. I was not warned until after signing and putting a down payment of how crazy they genuinely are. Nobody gave me a warning. Even, after signing, I was warned, but I still wasn't warned of how intense it actually is, right? So let's get into it. So today somebody messaged me that her husband is going around telling people that we don't have running water, we don't have electric. I'm gonna take you guys in my house, I'm gonna let you see we have water, we have electric. I've been on my own for 13 years, I have never been without either. Now the first CPS phone call was that me and my husband beat the crap out of each other. I've been with my husband going on 11 years. He's never laid a finger on me. We have had intense arguments. We've spent 11 years together. He has still never laid a hand on me. I'm raising 2 girls and a son. I will never let my girls see a male put his hands on me. I will never let my son think that that's okay. And I don't mean that offensively to anybody who may be going through something like that. I'm just saying for me in my home, I wouldn't allow my children to see that. She had called CPS and told CPS that I beat my kid. Now this pains me to say, but my 15-year-old, she could take me. The girl is physically very strong. But back to the CPS report, she said that my daughter went to her house and had the crap beat out of her, and it was done by me, but she didn't call the cops. So if my daughter went to your house 2, 3 in the morning, had the crap beat out of her, why didn't you call the cops? Why did you wait a week or 2 or whatever to call CPS? Doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense because it never happened. She had made another report saying that same exact daughter of mine was drunk on my deck for 3 days straight, passed out. I didn't seek any medical attention. But if she was drunk for 3 days straight, why didn't you seek medical attention? For one. For two, I don't really drink. My husband doesn't really drink. Sometimes we'll have a drink, but we don't really drink like that. So there's never really even alcohol in my house. But aside from that, I'm a very good mother. My kid does not consume alcohol. She claimed that on another report that I teach my kids violence. I have never taught my kids violence. What I teach my children is self-defense. I want my children to always defend themselves. If I'm not around to be able to stick up for them, I need to know that they're going to be able to defend themselves. I'm not going to be alive forever. She thinks it's okay to cuss at my kids, talk to my kids however she wants. So yes, I tell my kids to speak up for themselves and defend themselves. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to make a part 2. This video's running out of time.
Anybody else got neighbors like this? Man, I'm about up to here with this neighborhood. So, I let my dogs out. I let my dogs roam loose every day around noon. I whistle for them around 4 p.m. Anyway, I was chilling and I looked out the window. I saw animal control riding around the block, which tells me that more than likely one of these neighbors around here called the dog catcher on my pit bulls. Those are my emotional support pit bulls that you're calling animal control on. If my emotional support pit bulls get locked up in the dog pound because one of these nosy neighbors is calling animal control because I'm letting them roam free, they need to get that energy out. They can't stay cooped up in the house all day. And normally I let them loose while I'm running errands and stuff. So this sounds like a neighbor problem, not a me problem. My dogs just gotta stretch their legs when I let them out,
Sir, you damn wrong. You damn wrong to be letting them pit bulls loose. To be honest, in my opinion, y'all, if I was in his neighborhood and I ain't no Karen, If I was in his neighborhood, I'm gonna be calling animal control too, because there's no reason I'm taking a jog. I'm enjoying my music down the street, down the neighborhood on a calm, sunny day on a Sunday, and oh my God, I end up seeing like 3 pit bulls loose out in the neighborhood because supposedly you want them to release energy outside. What are you talking about? I am calling animal control because, baby, I understand you know your dogs, you think they are emotional support or whatever they are, and you say they're not gonna bite nobody, but baby, not everyone sees your dog like that, because some people have really gone through PTSD with dogs. Some people have been attacked by dogs, and every time they see a dog loose, baby, it's up and it's stuck. So you are the problem. Like in my case, you need to buy you land with acres and acres of land away from people with a fence around it where you can have your pit bulls out, because baby, that is not safe for the neighborhood. I understand it. You're talking about you know your dogs, blah 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 blah, but baby, I will be the Karen on that day, and I ain't even no Karen, but I'm gonna be calling animal control. Yes, looking outside the window, looking at your ass, worry about it too, and looking at animal control cars coming. Baby, they gonna be taken in. I'm sorry. Until you go and make it right there, until they go and tell you that is not right, because y'all need to think about also like little kids. If there's little kids out in the streets playing and stuff, like we can enjoy that if we're seeing pit bulls. Not even that, there's some dogs, even some chihuahuas, bro. I've seen some chihuahuas which are really small, but baby, they on attack mode. You can't even pet them because baby, they go y'all seen them chihuahuas. I know y'all done seen them chihuahuas, bro. Like, but yeah, let's move on to the next video.
Today's the day. Dealing with our neighbors for the last 4 years, and today we go to small claims court because they're trying to sue us over a fence that was technically on my property, and we pulled it up like the cops told us to. Well, they're suing us over it, and we're hoping the judge sees for what it is it was a court order that they didn't have no time frame, but we gave them over 45 days to get their fence off our property, and they didn't. So once the 45 days were up, we took the fence, and the cops were involved, and they told us that it's on our property, so it's ours, so they should have moved it. So
living in London is great until you live in a flat that has paper thin walls and you have to listen to your neighbor constantly talking. He literally doesn't stop talking, and by talking I mean yelling essentially. I can hear him clearing his throat, coughing constantly, farting, every bodily function. I can hear this at any hour of the day, and it's especially bad at nighttime. Every night, usually commencing around 10:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. This starts in full force. Then I hear stomping, slamming doors, and loud talking nonstop. It just doesn't stop. I don't understand what this man could be talking about that often, but yeah, it just doesn't stop. And yeah.
Thanks, Mother. Hey, so I'm going to ask you to keep them inside.
For what reason?
So I am the president of the POA. I've had numerous people complaining about a noise complaint. Numerous. I came out to walk the neighborhood just to see what was going on, and they are hiding in the bushes, barking at me.
They're being kids.
I understand that, but when I have like multiple...
It's 9:15 after 10 o'clock. If they're being too loud,
I'm telling you, on our Canterbury site, I mean, I have like almost 10 houses now contacted me.
Okay.
I hate this job. I really do.
Obviously you don't, because you're still doing it.
Well, no, I'm about to give it up, actually, at the next meeting. Yeah. But I've had numerous complaints. I just came out here to say, hey, but then they're like barking at me and running. And
they're doing kid stuff. They're kids. That's what's wrong with this world, because people like you and those other people don't let kids be kids, okay? So we appreciate you stopping by. We appreciate you stopping by. Have a nice night.
Okay, here's my dumb neighbor who has the sprinklers hitting my house, and I told her to please stop that, and she said, well, you pressure washed and it smells like bleach. And I said, well, it's hitting my window every few seconds. Please turn it off. And she yelled at me and said she wouldn't. And I said, well, I can't even walk out my back door. And she just laughed. Eventually she went and turned it off, and then she got on the phone with somebody, came back and turned it back on, and now she's just laughing. I told her I can't walk out my back door, and she doesn't care.
Okay, que yo voy talking with respect. No le hagan caso.
Right here, and they told me to stop them. I tried nicely, and they won't do it. You take your chance, Wendy. I'm taking my family. Stop. They said the sprinkler system's right there. And they just told me.
Che vieja loca la verga. Oh, perdón.
What a big yellow-bellied coward.
They're like, yellow-bellied? Fucking hell, you can talk. Let's get the sword. You touch it and I'll fucking kill you.
Go on, then you're recording. That has got to come off of that. That post has got to come
out. I'll tell you what, you said you said that we don't do anything for you because you're elderly. Yeah. I am going to give you a donation of some timber. You can have that bit of timber. That's my donation to the elderly fund. It's not even attached.
We'll get all of them out, please. See, she's watching.
I don't care. You're on private property.
No, that is our place. Bollocks.
That's your property.
That's our property.
Well, I'm not having you for assault, man, anyway.
Where's Debbie's permission?
He's cut this down, look. Stop me, should you? It's our property. That is our property.
It's not your property.
That is our property. I want that off of there.
Why are you trying to sort that?
That, to get to that.
You need to get somebody around here now before I kill somebody.
Oh yeah, go on. Now, say it again. Threatening. Intimidation. Yes. That's all you've been doing. No, I saw him cutting so I get there, and he grabbed hold of the saw. He grabbed hold of the saw.
He ain't doing this though.
He does anything, and God help him. That won't be the first thing. Oh, there's the black cow. Oh, there's the gollywog.
Don't forget, it's all being videoed.
Yes, you stopped me cutting it.
Yeah, and that's on video as well.
I couldn't care less about video. You grabbed the saw and you broke our line.
You're racist.
No, not one bit.
No, you're
not
vindictive like a cousin, like the police said. Vindictive.
I thought it was only George, but obviously you're as bad as he is.
Oh no, I'm not.
You have got no respect for age.
No.
Especially her.
Why? What has all this come to?
What? She come charging in here one day when Hazel said she wasn't welcome because she was busy getting my tea.
What? She came around to wish Hazel happy birthday.
She never did. It wasn't my birthday. It wasn't my birthday.
It was about 4 days later.
Why did you not say at the time? Why did you not say at the time? Why did you have to wait until now? If you didn't want to come to
we forget it.
But when you decided to go on holiday and not bother telling us because we're protecting your property, someone else is on your drive.
But you didn't need to. They're a neighbour of mine. They're not doing anything wrong.
He don't know what he's talking about.
We was looking after your property. Anyone could park on there and probably break in. How do you know? No, we didn't. We said if you.
And you, this slighting me with that bloody camera.
But the way you've been calling me golly.
I wasn't calling you golly at this time. I was calling our dog that's got a toy I've got only one toy.
You know why I put the camera up? George threatened me at the front, and I got witnesses to say if I report him for racism, he's going to firebomb my house.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, is this the house with, is your daughter the one with the Tesla in the truck?
The Tesla in the truck? No, why, what happened?
Oh, I'm supposed to, I think I might have to, could you come to the door, please? I have to look at your face.
No, I can't at this time. What happened?
So I'm a CIA agent, and there's an FBI house that, there's a house filled with FBI agents. I thought it was this house, but I guess I'm mistaken. There's a house filled with FBI agents, and they're actively infringing on American rights, and they're betraying their badge, and they've been caught betraying their badge. So they're stuck in a house, and I thought this was the house you're stuck in.
No, no one's stuck here.
Okay. So, no one who lives with you.
And who are you? Who are you? Are you a neighbor?
I'm a CIA agent. I'm a neighbor. I'm looking for the FBI house. And I guess it's not your house.
No, this isn't the FBI house. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Put yours is. What is?
Hey, is it only you right now? Yeah, in your room. Like, next time, can you turn the volume up on your TV, please? Sorry. Yeah, Mike. Who's Mike? Cause you was loud. I don't know who you was screaming, but it was loud. Just turn the TV up.
Check this out. So I put this tarp here so my neighbor couldn't see me. Look what this bitch did. She burned in her own peepholes so she could still watch us.
Yeah, there's no one home right now. That's not true. No. I saw you walk in the house. Okay. I need you to move your car because I have a tow truck coming in about 2 minutes. That's why I cleared the place in front of the car.
I'm pretty sure that there's
Please
no one at my
move
house
the
right
car. Is there any way you can get the car moved?
No, I'm sorry.
Is there any way you can get
right now? Everyone's at work right now. I'm sorry.
Well, I need somebody to move the car. I just had it cleared.
Sorry. Ma'am, I did not know this at the beginning of the morning. I am at work. Everyone in my house is... I cannot. I am at work.
I'm gonna have them tow your car if you don't get somebody here to move it.
Car, I will call the cops on you.
Have been dumping gallons and gallons of water onto our property every single day, causing erosion and a fence to rot out. They just replaced the fence as per the city. Let's go check on the water issue. It is September 9th, 2024. Just documenting that the water is still pouring out. It is still escaping through the sandbags, creating more erosion, and it has never been turned off. Alrighty, so I did email the city, and I'm sending videos every single day because this was getting ridiculous. But as you can see, our code enforcement came out yesterday, and I guess got them to turn the water off, because when the water is not continuously running, you can see it actually gives the ground a chance to dry, and the fence is starting to dry. I'm sure it's going to take a couple of days because of how much water was sitting on it, but yeah, woohoo. And if you've been following the updates, you know this is not the first time the city has had them turn that water off. Normally they just turn it right back on, so fingers crossed that it stays off. But if it doesn't, we will go back to sending the daily updates to the city and potentially looking at a lawyer and all that good jazz. Really don't want to do that.
Corner of the building. Let's hear you say something else, 734. You're on camera. I'm kind of in the mood as long as this guy to get into it.
Could you maybe continue your conversation in a dorm? I'm trying to watch a movie.
I'm on Disney Channel. Dude, Aloha, episode 8.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Bye, guys.
See you at the cookout.
See you at the cookout. See me on the cookout.
Okay, that is a fire hazard. So
you're not gonna tell me.
Because you know, if the fire marshal sees it, because the fire marshal lives, in this neighborhood.
I don't care who lives here.
You don't care?
I live here on this property.
You're not gonna live here for long.
Okay, well, right now you're on my property. Get the hell off. I don't know who you think you are. Okay, get off.
That's fine. If you don't want to follow the rules, I'm just gonna show the fire marshal real quick.
Okay, and how about you call the police while you're at it? I will. Can I have your ID? No, I'm not going to show you anything because you're not the police.
You live here, so can you show me some ID?
How about you call the cops?
I'm protecting.
Get off of my property. Okay?
No, I'm not going to get off your property.
Okay, well then
Who the hell are you?
I'm calling the police then. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll show them the video of you.
What video?
The video that I took of you.
I don't want to be recorded.
Okay. Well, you were recorded ever since you decided to. Ever since you entered my property.
I do not give permission for you to record.
When you entered my property, you lost the permission to reject anything.
No, I didn't.
Get off of my property. You can set myself back up. You can set myself back up.
Fine, delete it.
I'm not going to delete it until I get video of you fixing it.
Are you serious?
You fix it. I cannot believe you.
Oh my god.
And you had the nerve to try and lie?
You're uncultured.
I'm uncultured. Okay. Well, you have a great day, Karen. You have a great day, Karen.
My neighbor that yelled at me.
Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear that shit, man!
Well, he just left me a note in my door right here, and it's the most unbelievable thing I've ever read. First of all, he spelled neighbor wrong in quotations. Let's open it up. Saw your TikTok's not funny. Stop talking about me in your videos, or I'll give you something to talk about. Cut your hair, you look like a freak. This is your last warning. I've already rehearsed what I will say if I see this guy.
I put my doorbell camera up for this reason right here. The people upstairs above me, they're weird as fuck. Like, they've been doing some crazy ass shit. Like, they was fucking with me at first. Now they're fucking with them. Empty boxes in front of this man's door. Like, really? Just listen to his reaction.
That purposely walks by and pokes Melly with a stick or sprays her with pepper spray. Like, I got you on camera, and today I caught you. And when I ran out, you took off running. I don't know why you do it. She can't get out. She can't stick her head out the gate. So you purposely walk by, you get her riled up, and then you start poking her and spraying her, which isn't cool, man. This dog doesn't do anything. She just barks. You don't even live in the area. You just walk by purposely. So I'm gonna report you, and I'm gonna make you famous, man. So
problems require modern solutions, because какого хера my upstairs neighbors are throwing around bowling balls and having karaoke singing contests at 3 o'clock in the morning on a random Wednesday? And why am I not invited? I'm nice. So you take this massager thing and you turn it up as far up as it will go, and you put it up on the ceiling and watch the whole building shake. So you just turn it up all the way. You do that at 6 o'clock in the morning because I am a hater first.
Would you like to buy some chocolate for a school fundraiser?
How much is it?
$2 each.
$2? Let me go see if I have cash.
Okay. Oh, lips look like that. She's no good for why her lips look like that. You get this shit prepared for me, because I don't want no fucking dog bite hell out of my fucking nuts.
My neighbor to get my package while I was at work.
I'm stealing your package, bitch.
So yes, y'all, that's it for today's video. If you have come this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are a real one. You are a real one. You are a real stepper. You came all the way to this ending of the video, and I want to say thank you again. And I want to make sure you remember this. Like this video. Make sure you comment, leave your opinions in the comment section. Leave what city you're from. Let's get to know each other. Leave some, some love down in the comment section as well. Make sure you share this video as well. Share it to your mama, your grandma, your grandpa, your sisters, your uncles, your nieces, your grandma, I said your grandma again. But yeah, send it to her again. It don't matter. Maybe grandma didn't get it the first time. So make sure grandma watch it 2 times. Okay? And y'all make sure you also turn on your notification bell because I am dropping more of these videos. Y'all make sure you watch the previous videos because as I have been saying, they've been going up. And then on top of that, we're on the road to 2,500 subscribers. Let's do it. We can do it. So once again, y'all, thank you so much. Have a great one. Have a great day. Stay blessed until the next video.
Hey Zuma, you taking off?